Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 12 is right around the corner. Now, we already have Pikkon introduced as a character, and Fasha is coming as a DLC 12 Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 character. So that leaves us to discuss at least 2 more characters, at the bare minimum 3, because remember, with DLC packs, historically the lowest numbers we've ever gotten for DLC, not free updates, not free packs, is 3 characters. That was Ribrian, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and Super Saiyan Evolution Vegeta. So now we're going to discuss another character coming for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 12, and that character is Destroyer God Toppo, or God Destruction Toppo, coming to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 12. But before we discuss all that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, enable all notifications for this channel to stay up to date with perfection, the natural selection of anime games like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Jump Force, and of course Naurto Shinobi Strikers on your hub of anime entertainment and content. So, God Destruction Toppo has been a very much desired character ever since his appearance in the Tournament of Power against, I think he unveiled that form against Frieza, and he did some very devastating work. I remember that battle. He did some devastating work to Frieza that I think became an iconic moment in all of Dragon Ball. And then he went on to have a dazzling fight with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, which is where Vegeta gained the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution transformation. So Toppo already has many reasons to come in that form into Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 12, but let's discuss some of his abilities that he'll be bringing with him. Now, as a God of Destruction, or a ruling God of Destruction, remember, he's a candidate for Universe 11's God of Destruction for that universe. He can bring some interesting abilities. Now, everyone already wants his Justice Flash ability, which is like a non-God of Destruction technique. It's unique to Toppo. I believe I've seen Dispo use it as well, but it's mostly Toppo's signature ability. This move is definitely going to end up working out like Super 17's Flash Bomber ability. Maybe you would just tinker around with the damage values, but also I want to see them mess around with the stagger, because with advanced stagger he could combo right after. I mean, technically you could already do that with Flash Bomber, but make it a little bit heavier since he's a God of Destruction, so he could maybe follow up with an ultimate or something of that nature to make him feel distinguished from the Flash Bomber variant. Also, looking at another super ability he would definitely have to have a Hakai Big Bang attack, or some variant of that move. I call it Big Bang attack, but a spherical Hakai ball, because that's one of the abilities that he was just spamming in that form, and then Vegeta magically decides to punch through sheer Hakai balls with the force of friendship or whatever. But definitely having that ability in the game would be awesome. Maybe give it ridiculous damage, like if you get hit with one of these balls, it does maybe half a health bar or maybe a full health bar. But the takeaway would be that it would cost 3 key bars to actually use this move, and a decent amount of setup. Maybe not a heavy stamina break, maybe a knockaway combo, maybe something of that nature, so it's just not completely spammable, but something to make this ability feel powerful and something that you actually have to respect in the meta of Xenoverse 2. Now, moving on to his final ability, because the next ability would just be his charging ability. We don't count that unless we give it some extra added benefit, like maybe with his charging ability you can have a Hakai barrier where all attacks are just, he's immune to all attacks while he's charging his ki. So maybe that could be a Z-Soul or Super Soul exclusive ability, maybe that could be a move ability, something of that nature to distinguish him from other characters that are already in the game. But his 4th and final move, I feel like would definitely have to be the head grab he did against Frieza, because we gotta have one strike super. One strike super in this game. Like, he can't just be all ki. If you make him all ki, then you just have to give him a skyrocketed ki blast super stat, which again he should have because he's a God of Destruction, but then it just becomes just convoluted and ridiculous. So give him one strike super attack, give him the strike super head grab or some ability. I mean, he has large hands for a reason. You can just squish the opponent's head like a grape and then throw them into the ground, maybe for like a sledgehammer, hard knockdown sledgehammer effect to the ground, where you can easily stick them to the ground for a follow-up ultimate. Definitely something I would love to see in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 12. Now, for what we've all been waiting for, the ultimates. Now, I feel like you would definitely have to have a Hakai Death Ball, some variant of that. Again, I mean, with these type of moves, they're either really, really good and ridiculous, or they're really, really bad and they're going to get you stamina broken. So since he's a Hakaioshin, since he's a god of destruction, I think it definitely has to teeter on the ways of being ridiculously good, almost broken. I feel like we just give him a barrier, or give the move a barrier where you cannot be stamina broken, grabbed out of it, or anything during this move. You know, maybe put a Hakaioshin barrier around Toppo while he's using it, so he cannot be stamina broken whatsoever. Definitely something I would love to see coming into Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 12. Now, effect-wise, it's just going to do damage. I mean, unless you want to add some kind of stat downs or stat decreases when the opponent gets hit by that, but we've never really seen that in Xenoverse 2 unless you're talking about like poisoning techniques or something of that nature. So maybe he could be the first character to have attacks that do other effects like speed decrease or attack decrease, defense decrease. You know, the more you get hit by the Hakai Blast, the more your defense goes down and the more you're susceptible to other techniques. I feel like that would be something interesting to see coming in Xenoverse 2. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Now, for his other ultimate, I don't want to give him another generic move. Like, you could just as easily give him a full power energy wave, or maybe the full power energy volley follow-up, you know, because you already got a fantastic ultimate. But, you know, let's double it up. You know, give him something else. Maybe a variant of the power rush that is in a signature head grab where he throws the opponent far, far away. Maybe that could be a ult setting up into another ult for the aforementioned ult. Something like that. I'm really trying to think of ways to distinguish Toppo from other characters, because that's the whole point of having DLC characters, having something that you haven't seen before that can also change the meta of Xenoverse 2 and make it a little bit more interesting than what it currently is. I mean, it is interesting because it's still alive to the point where they want to keep making DLC, but we want to have characters built around that introduce some new qualities into the game. Now, his escape move, I feel like this video footage already covers that. You just have Hakai barrier, you use 3 bars, and then you feed off of your key meter to be immune to all attacks for a set amount of time. So it's gonna function like an escape, but maybe for 15 to 20 seconds you're completely immune to all attacks. You become like a brick wall, but even more so to where you're not taking health damage, you're not taking any damage at all for a set amount of time, and you just get to be a complete berserker and destroy your opponent. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. I already know you love today's Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 12 video covering the Destroyer God, God of Destruction Toppo, coming into Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 12. Go ahead and hit the video with a subscribe, click that notification bell, and hit it with a like. Or a dislike, it doesn't really matter, but go ahead and click on the notification bell, enable all notifications, and click on that little video that pops up on your screen right now with all the playlists of videos, so you can watch my other Jump Force videos, my Xenoverse 2 videos, all the content here available on the ultimate hub for anime, gaming, content, and entertainment from perfection, the natural selection. And I'll see you in the next one.